Good evening, District 3. Good evening to the people of Anguilla. District 3, North Side, big up yourself. This moment for me is a very surreal one. It's the first time that I'm stepping on a political rostrum. Me, Kyle Hodge, a product of the black. The black in George Hill, where the older heads would teach me how to survive and make ends meet. Big up to my boys and the blacks. We're gonna build back our communities one block at a time. Tonight, as I stand here to offer myself up to serve the people of Anguilla, I am my forebearers' wildest dreams. Our forebearers left us a land of plenty, but today we have lost our way. But we have a chance, Anguilla, a chance to change the course for our children and grandchildren. Tonight, I represent the dreams of so many young people in Anguilla, especially the young boys and the black who have lost hope. Tonight signifies the beginning of something new, something fresh, something also daunting, but something totally worthy of sacrifice. I walked up onto this podium, onto this platform with a scripture that has carried me and that will continue to carry me through. For it's not by might, nor by power, but by the Spirit, said the Lord. I have prayed long and I have prayed hard. And for years, I have listened to the many cries and concerns from ordinary people from this community and throughout Anguilla. So by my presence here tonight, I am saying to you that I am ready to be your servant. I am ready to stand with Dr. Ellis Lorenza Webster as one of the at-large candidates for the Anguilla Progressive Movement. It's such an amazing feeling to know that we are all standing here together, ready to take Anguilla forward in a new direction. I'm excited to stand with Courtney Morton, your candidate in District Number 3. Courtney is a community man, a humble man, a very genuine guy. Courtney is ready to represent District 3 and work with the APM team to move Anguilla forward in a new, more prosperous direction. A direction that will see hope shine brighter and young people encouraged to dream. An Anguilla reimagined. An Anguilla where young people don't have to leave our shores to have a shot at fulfilling their dreams. I have a renewed hope and spirit, Anguilla. There's an energy in the air, and I know that you feel it. That energy is called change, positive change that we all can believe in. But I want to caution you here. We are not saying to elect us and Anguilla will be transformed overnight. I would not stand here with you and deal out false promises. What I can promise you is that with leadership that holds true to integrity, transparency, and accountability, we will be presented with a chance to rebuild and transform Anguilla by enacting policies that are designed to take Anguilla forward. Policies that are designed to empower Anguillians, especially the very young and the elderly. As a young entrepreneur, I understand the agonizing, frustrating feeling you have when you have a dream and all you see is roadblocks in your way. In 2015, the AUF ran on the promise that they would, and I quote, provide creative and innovative business support programs, especially for the young entrepreneurs, end of quote. Rather than delivering on that promise, Young entrepreneurs became a casualty of this administration. In 2014, the AUM introduced a manufacturing policy. And rather than the AUF putting aside petty politics and enacting that policy, they pushed it aside. Just like they have pushed aside the dreams of many of our young people. These are the types of roadblocks designed to keep people down. An APM government will remove that roadblock and renew its commitment to the business community of Anguilla. Young people need representation that is reflective of them. Business people need representation that understands this economy. Representation that is in touch with their needs. Representation that moves the roadblocks and put in place policies to lift us up. Policies designed to help young people realize their dreams of attaining a quality education, owning a business, or advancing their athletic or artistic aspirations. Policies simply designed to empower. It's time that the youth of Anguilla have a government that represents their interests. Representation that fuels the future of Anguilla by empowering the young. But it's not just about young people. As a businessman, I understand the struggles that we go through as business owners. An APM government will introduce policies to strengthen the local economy. Policies for newly established businesses. Policies to encourage more collaboration with the tourism and the private sector. We have to understand that we are all partners in this economy. I'll repeat that. We have to understand that we are all partners in this economy. People ask me, why are you running? You sure you want to get involved in politics? My answer, a firm yes. I am running because I am the change that I want to see. We are the ones that we have been waiting for. I am standing here before you because I genuinely believe that change can't wait. People of Anguilla, that's not just a slogan, you know. It's not just a chant. We have no choice, Anguilla. Change must come. We must work together to remove the roadblocks that are preventing us from fulfilling our dreams and living our full potential. This election is not about who can promise you the most, Anguilla. This election is about who cares about you. Because true representation of our people can only start when you genuinely care for the well-being of people. No other way. You cannot represent people when you're out of touch with the realities on the ground. When you have become so immune and unable to understand the plight of the ordinary man or woman. For example, my ice cream business is more than just selling ice cream. For me, there's no lasting value in that. The value for me is in the simple conversations that I get so carried away in. True value for me is when I get out of my truck and I walk into the home of that elderly person that can't come out. True value for me is when I serve that child that didn't have money but his friends did. True value for me is when I serve that child and that child come back and ask for 2 spoons and I watch them share. People of Anguilla, the trying times we now face calls for a more compassionate leadership. It calls for leaders who are willing to sacrifice and lead by example. It calls for leaders who are ready and able to give up some of the many luxuries that comes with the office. just to ensure that the ordinary people of Anguilla can live a better life. Your candidate, Courtney Morton, will set a better example and be a better representative. This APM team will lead the way in caring. True representation is visible. It is also tangible. It is present through the good and the bad times. True representation doesn't hide for 4.5 years and then re-emerge when another election looms. That's not representation. There is hope, Anguilla. There is hope. With real people ready to lead. People who understand the plights of the ordinary man. District 3 and Anguilla at large allow the APM under the leadership of Dr. Ellis Lorenzo Webster to show you what caring looks like. Let Courtney, let me show you what representation looks like. Let me show you how to always put people first. I'm asking that you put your trust in me. I'm asking that you put your hope in me. I'm asking that you believe that it is time for real change, Anguilla. On election day, vote the boat. Vote the boat. Vote the boat. Vote for your district representative, Courtney Morton, and your ice cream man, Kyle Hodge. And all of the APM at large candidates. 5 votes, 5 votes. Vote for the Anguilla Progressive Movement. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace, love, and respect.